Radio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And I know we were in here the other day, but now this feels like a true second start of the year. Steve Rummage in the building, Brian Hall in the booth.
It's good. You got the new year, the fresh feeling. You know, everybody kind of starts over on the new year, so it feels good, man. I've been I tightened up after Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So I did that for about a week, and then
so you got a good start on your new year, new me, Steve stuff.
Yeah. So you know how
give me your number one new year, new me thing.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? New year, new me. Everybody has one. I'm gonna do this. Your resolution.
Make more money.
Brian Hall in the booth. Brian, what's going on, my man?
Nothing too much, guys. I'm ready for the new year start. You know what? Sunday starts the real season for me. That's when the ACC starts. I'm ready to get into that play and kick it off with Miami and kind of rebound from this rough loss and kind of bounce back.
Now let me ask you this. This just why I got you here, Brian. New year, new me, rough start to the year. Take Kentucky loss because that counts on the new year, or do we try to
No. No, I mean that was...
I knew you were gonna do that, Steve. But Brian brought the loss into the new year, didn't you?
A little bit.
Okay, Kentucky loss.
It's rough, man, because this is my first day back after the loss, so I'm still kind of feeling it a little bit. I didn't get the therapy session that you all got on Monday.
That is true.
So you watched the Kentucky football game.
Yeah,
the basketball game. Was it all just one big lump?
Do what now?
It was all just lumped into one big game.
Just kind of cherry on the top.
Why did the Kentucky? Wait a minute, the Kentucky football game bothered you? Satterfield almost beat them with App State, and you thought they were going to beat Kentucky?
What did you just say? Wait a minute.
Point,
I'm
Steve.
sorry, Brian. What did you just say, Steve?
Satterfield was a couple points away from beating Penn State, and their quarterback didn't have a broken foot.
How many years?
In Happy Valley?
How many years ago was
This
that? That was
season.
10 years ago.
No, that was 2 months ago.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so
Appalachian State played Penn State?
yes.
Where in what bowl? Like it was a preseason bowl?
No, it was like game 2 of the season.
So where'd they play? It was a neutral field, right?
No, it was in Penn State. It was in
Wait a
Happy
minute.
Valley.
Wait a minute. Satterfield and Appalachian State
Yeah,
played Penn State
yeah,
at Penn State.
yeah.
And what happened?
I think Penn State won in overtime, double overtime.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What conference was Appalachian State in?
The A Sun or something. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh, I didn't really know that was because I just listened to the media and I thought Penn State was just Penn State.
No, not really.
Is that coach gonna? In all seriousness, people, we need that. Is that coach gonna get fired for losing to Kentucky?
Probably.
Because your theory, Steve, was you lose to Kentucky in big games, somebody got to go every time.
Somebody got to get fired. And that's still true today. I know that they think they've turned the corner and they're going to be good for years to come and all this stuff now. I was like, no, you got lucky. You got Josh Allen. You got Benny Snell on the same team. They're really good. Best 2 players you'll ever have.
Over under on how many times it's mentioned that Kentucky's going to fall off a cliff like Lamar Jackson like Louisville supposed to fall off the cliff when Lamar Jackson leaves.
Oh, it'll be a couple years because next year when they're not as good their schedule's really easy next year. Actually, when they're not as good, they'll say you will give them the local media will give them but they lost. I mean, they lost a lot.
There was still 3 or 4 games to go, and people were saying when Lamar leaves,
this team's gonna suck. Okay. All right.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that yet.
No.
And you're saying I won't hear that?
It'll be a couple years.
Can you wait that long?
I don't care because I think they're irrelevant and they'll be back to irrelevancy. I mean, they were pretty irrelevant this year outside of one game.
You're being such a curmudgeon on this one, Steve. wasn't that bad. I mean, a little bit. You like Josh Allen.
I do. Yeah.
You like Benny Snell.
No, I don't like him.
Steve.
No, I think he's self-promotion. I don't know. I don't like him.
Last year you did.
No. But
Steve,
Josh Allen, I do like.
Don't try too hard to be I hate Kentucky guy.
I'm not.
You like Benny Snell.
No, I've said I felt bad for him because they ran him out. Like him. Oh, I mean, the dude, he wakes up in the morning and throws L's down. It's like, what's your deal?
What was all their deals on the L's down, by the way?
Like, dude,
they were L's down crazy.
Don't act like they usually don't beat your face off. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
is that because they don't have like a hand gesture, or do they?
I don't know what they.
I mean, they tried to do the.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That didn't last.
No. I
think that's what's more what it is. You don't have a logo. You don't have.
And that may be.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's your logo. Cool.
The L's down.
Yeah. It's like, that's cool if you're beating Louisville. Like Saturday, hey, the Kentucky players did it. That's fair game.
Right.
Hey, man, yeah.
Were you surprised that Benny Snell didn't have any abs? Anyway, welcome to Midday with Marcus Maven. 8150 939 is the number. 939 is the station. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna add any prolonging to this call right here because I know this guy is dying to start off the new year the same way we are. Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, my man.
What's up, guys?
Chilling.
Yesterday on New Year's, I spent the day watching old Louisville basketball games. I gotta ask, is this Louisville team a C+ basketball team for the whole season now?
I couldn't really hear you too clear. Lawrence, say that again.
Is this Louisville basketball team a C+ basketball team for this whole season now?
Listen, I appreciate the call. Steve, I mean, you want to dive into it or what?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean,
I mean, I could have did the normal sports radio host thing and set up these topics, and we're dying in here to get in here and say, what are we going to do now? Mm-hmm. What is your team going to do now? Coach Mack, was that an anomaly? Was that guys type for a game? Or do we watch the games and say Louisville basketball had better make some heavy changes ASAP? In one breath, that's so unfair.
Yeah.
That's so unfair. Or did you get a lot of flaws exposed in the game? Like, let's start with what you're talking. Like the community has been dying to talk Louisville basketball. Everybody kind of like watched the game. You got the football out your system. That was just like the final stake in the bad football season chapter. You jumped out of that, almost immediately. Listen, you turn on the TV this morning, all they're talking about is Lamar Jackson coming up this weekend. So it helped everything else go away.
Right.
Basketball team. Very unfair statement already. Louisville got a lot of flaws exposed. What do you think Coach Mack thinks right now after watching the Kentucky game? We got a lot of flaws exposed, or you guys just didn't bring it?
I know. I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I don't know that they got flaws exposed other than they had flaws that were already there that we knew that just got kind of
unveiled,
taken advantage of a little bit, So I don't know that there's necessarily new flaws with this team. I think what it is. You didn't hit a lot of threes. You need to establish something inside. I mean, we talked about this on Monday. I mean, we can rehash a little bit, but because I know a lot of people.
Yeah, it feels like people are back to work now.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you need to establish something offensively on the inside. You got to knock down shots. You got to have kind of another guy step up. We talked about VJ King moving into the starting lineup, which I think would help if they do that to kind of get more defense going.
We jumped off a cliff with that one.
Yeah,
I'm all in with that.
I'm still with it too. But I think it's more of just now you got to say, look, you now have to say, look, these are what you have to bring the importance of. You must do these things every day. Like you guys are at not
every game.
Yeah. Like you have
every
to
day
do.
In practice.
Well, yeah, I mean every day in
right.
practice, but I mean like you have to do these things. And when I say these things, I'm saying whatever Coach Mack thinks A, B, and C is to win games. You're not at a level. There's not any teams in the ACC outside of maybe Wake Forest and Georgia Tech that you're just going to show up and beat.
Here's where and I'm Jason, give me 1 second. I want to make this point. I like to talk about the grandeur that is University of Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
I like to talk about the nice equipment, the attention that goes into basketball, the sports, everything that makes this such an easily recruitable, environment, right?
Yeah.
This is the time where I fear having all this the most.
Mm-hmm.
This is the point that I wonder, is my kid spoiled, right?
Yeah.
You come off this Kentucky loss, right? There's so much support here. There's so much, so much awesome support here that there's a good comfort zone for the kids to live in. Nice dorm. You remember, I always make the joke. We lose to Kentucky, St. Matthews is off limits, Jefferson Mall is off limits. Whatever local party spot, was the place. It was just off limits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right after the game, for the upcoming time being. I mean, of course, once or twice everybody say, screw it, I'm going out.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Louisville, now that the university is more of a city unto himself. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So now you don't really have to go, out into the community. The insulation, sometimes I wonder, like, are they feeling the pressure? Because here's the thing. You're going to have to see desperation on them.
Yeah.
In this next game.
Next two, I think.
Sunday. I mean, Sunday.
Yeah,
I wouldn't dare look back Sunday.
I wasn't disagreeing with what you said. I just kind of spreading it out here, going a little bit deeper. I'm like, Miami, then next Wednesday at Pitt before you go to Carolina. These next two games, I need to see.
Right. The most hot-takey thing you'll ever hear us say this entire season is Miami feels like for a tournament team, it's a must-win game.
Sure.
For a regular, Louisville team that's just growing. Like, if you're going to be a ups and downs roller coaster team, Miami just is what it is.
Well, and you feel like Louisville right now, from an outsider's point of view, you feel like Louisville's a borderline tournament team that you come in and you feel like, oh, yeah, we can get a resume win there. Everybody on this schedule right now, Miami starts out.
They won't quit. Miami won't quit on. They'll be down 18. They won't quit against Louisville.
Yeah.
Because Louisville hasn't established itself as like, okay, they're going to be in it.
These bubble teams right now are looking at Louisville and saying, look, we can take that one. That's a resume win. NC State, which I think NC State's 20th now, so they're a good team. But, those type of teams looking down here. Again, January, I'm just going to read this off real quick. Miami, Pittsburgh, North Carolina, Boston College, Georgia Tech, NC State, Pittsburgh, Wake Forest.
You know what? This is maturity month.
Yes. That's great. Because you should win a lot of games.
This is maturity month.
There's two games in there that should be in question. At Carolina and NC State.
If you're a real team.
Yeah. You should absolutely beat Miami, Pittsburgh, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest.
The speed at
without
which
question.
Coach Mack has to get them to get it.
Yeah.
Just skyrocketed.
Yes.
And it's so unfair, but it's so urgent. It's so emergency. Yeah. It's so. Jason, thanks for joining us on the Scoring Collision Hotline, my man. Fire away.
Marcus, I need some therapy, and I hope that you can give it to me today.
I'm listening.
Okay, so I got two comments. First of all, how unoriginal are Kentucky fans that they got to throw our L's upside down? Get your own thing. Leave us alone. Get your own thing. But as Louisville fans, we need to come together like they come together and put their ass on blast from here on out. We need to let them have it every time they lose, just like they let us have it. Because I feel like we're not doing it.
So you're starting the new year just like completely dug back in, ready to go 300 now, huh?
I'm so petty right now. I got goosebumps. I am so upset. I went to a party yesterday and watched the UAK game with UAK fans to rip them. And they started to finish. It's just embarrassing. I can't believe they won that game. Secondly, Steve, I think you were a big fan of the West Virginia coach, and I cannot remember his name. What was his name?
Holgerson. Dana Holgerson.
Yes. Why didn't we go after him? Houston picked him up, and he seems to be a proven coach. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Jason, leave that one alone, my man.
Okay. That's fine. I know that Steve liked him, so that's why I was bringing it up. But I'm gonna listen and appreciate you guys. Take care.
Yeah, Jason. We appreciate the call.
He think he's got issues.
No, no, not you, Jason Holgerson.
Yeah.
Right?
So.
No. I was gonna say, Steve. Jason. Your therapy you needed probably was gonna come for Steve. And listen, I've watched Steve work his therapy sessions, and trust me, in the beginning, his first statement was going to be, the reason you feel the way you feel is because of you. And you made the decision to go to the party with the UK fans in the game. Steve would not have even risked going and sitting at B or wherever his spot
any
is.
Spot, yeah.
Any spot that was going to be heavy Kentucky.
I did Georgia because I knew they couldn't win.
Yeah, no, that's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like Jason, there was way too much risk.
I hit a couple of my buddies that Elijah plays football with. They were like, hey, you want to come and watch the game with us? Kentucky fans.
Right.
It was like, yeah, we're gonna go up to Clucker's there in Shepherdsville. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. They're like, for real, you want to come out? Yeah. I mean, y'all ain't beating Georgia. Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah.
We actually just had a Kentucky fan call in, and he wanted to know how your conversation went with your father-in-law. And he also said he's a Lamar Jackson supporter. He has to be.
Okay.
We're going to have that conversation. Yeah, fire away with that one.
With what?
A father-in-law.
I mean, what? It was.
Did he give you the works?
No.
No?
No, because I just.
Was it because of you or him?
Yeah, it was kind of like when you bring it up, just kind of shut it down.
Yeah, because like we have subjects sometimes on the show that you just go into the little bratty mode. Is that what you did with your father-in-law?
I just kind of do the whole like.
Let him spike the ball sometimes, Steve. My God.
You know what I always hit him with, and you know me, and anybody that knows me knows I am not this guy. Because like I am seriously, as much as I get on
hate this guy
and get angry about sports and stuff. Like I really, and you can believe me, or you can think
you better not have said it's just a game.
No, listen. You can think I'm an arrogant jerk if you want, but truthfully, people that know me know, like I am just I'm unbelievably grateful to be here doing this,
right,
and to be able to go in there and sit where we sit and go on the field. Like that never gets old to me. Like I want to punch people who are like, oh, I gotta go in and do this. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, you mean
I get to go stand on the field?
You mean our people?
Yes, the people that complain about
That's
it.
why they hate us, though.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Are you kidding me? This is awesome.
We do that about 3 days a week.
I know, like this is great. But is what I usually hit him with is like he started talking about. And I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, being in the business I'm in, I don't even really like to talk sports outside of.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's just kind of like
no.
I know. I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't even really like to talk about it outside of that. Man, I talk about this for a living.
You
now.
are the worst.
I know.
You are the worst. That's a new low.
No, I know it's terrible. It's terrible. That's why I prefaced it with
that is a new low.
Anybody that knows me knows I'm not the guy that's like, well, I'm a sports radio guy.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, but with that, I just flat out I pulled that one right out of the pocket.
Oh, yeah. That one's done for the year.
Yeah,
you've burnt that one.
And it's kind of like, oh yeah, you cheer for your team. Yeah, well, I could call Coach Mack if I wanted to. Calipari don't even know who you are. I'm gonna win MVP at Coach Mack's camp. Calipari don't even know you exist. Have fun. Fan. That's kind of the
81.
Yeah, it's terrible.
50,
it was sick.
93-9.
Maybe it's like a deep.
38-31, 93-9.
That's what I hit him with.
Either call
like how many
or
Kentucky
text.
games have you been to this year?
You tell me right now.
One? None? Oh, you haven't been to a Kentucky game this year? Oh, yeah. Well, I sat courtside. My team. Stupid. It's not even that fun.
Oh, no.
I do. Yeah. Yeah, I just shut that down quick, man. Like, dude, let's not. I'm not standing here talking to you about this.
81-50, 93-9.
Yeah.
38-31. Is that just the lowest of the low that Steve just told? That story he told, I'd be ashamed to tell people.
There's no low. You can't go low. It's Kentucky fan you're dealing
Steve,
with.
I don't care.
There's no low you can reach.
You have to hold yourself
to reach their highest.
No, Steve.
At times when
you
it comes
have
to
hold
talking about
yourself
sports
to a higher standard.
I'm not saying as people they're like that. I'm saying as sports conversations.
Pulled out the
I couldn't go low enough to reach the peak.
I know, Mac, you don't know Cal. I'm not going to talk about the games with you.
Yes.
Oh.
I know.
Jerry, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. What's on your mind?
Happy New Year, guys.
Hey, Happy New Year, man.
Hey, I appreciate taking my call. And I just had a couple thoughts about the Kentucky game. I'd like to lay out here real quick, and then I'll get off here. But my take's a little different than some people. I believe we lost that game in, like, the first minute of the game. And the reason I say that is we went down court, and we were just hitting shots like it was going out of style. And to me, it seems like our team kind of got lulled into this false sense of we're suddenly the Boston Celtics and we can just go down the court and shoot the ball and we're going to be able to compete and win this game. And I think we were doomed like the Titanic right from the beginning when that happened. For us, I mean, we don't have the talent just to match Kentucky. We got to execute. And I've watched that game like 3 times now. And in my opinion, I don't think we executed our offense during the whole game. We just got into that high school mode, and it got us beat. But I think there's blame to go around. People need to get off B.J. King. There's a little blame to go around with everybody, including Coach Mack. But we're going to learn from this game, and we're going to be fine. And it's so exciting to think about the future with this recruiting class coming in. We're going to be hard to handle next year, and that game's going to be a total different situation. Yeah, nothing but excitement for the future. But Happy New Year, guys, and thanks for taking my call.
Jerry, appreciate
it,
the call. Same to you. Here's the thing. There's something to what you said, but that if they hit 5 shots like that out of like just bad shots that they don't normally take and they all went in, it would be more to it. But to your point,
yeah,
I do think you kind of psychologically relax when Jordan hits the bad shot he takes early, when Darius Perry hits the tough shot, like there is a little something. But here's the thing. Kentucky was comfortable enough to answer
that was
instantly.
That was where I was going to say, I agree with Jerry that I really do. And I hate to sound like this, but I mean, it was a minute and a half in and I was like, they're not going to win.
Yeah, right. Because you saw them getting open. They got the open looks they normally get.
Yeah.
We got the looks that we got when we lost.
Darius pulls back, step backs, hits a 3. You're like, all right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
They come back down, boom, boom, good pass. Keldon Johnson's wide open 3. You come down, Darius kind of lowers his shoulder, bulldozes in there, scores.
Euro steps. And
they come down, pick and roll, off the pick and roll, dunk. Oh.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, this game's over.
They score. Yeah, right. No, I know what you're saying.
Not literally, but
yeah. Right. Listen, the game ends on Steve with about every third bucket.
Yeah. I come back.
We're winning by 12. Yeah. Somebody comes down, hits a 3-pointer. Steve says, "Yep, that'll do it."
I left twice during that Kentucky game. I walked out to the lobby and I started watching. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back in.
Right.
And then about 10 minutes later, I was like, I'm out. And then I watched again, and then finally I left.
No, that's a fact. Philly Carl, thanks for joining us on the Head Scoring Collision Hotline, my man. What's on your mind?
Man, Happy New Year, man. I'm gonna take about a week off from calling y'all, man. You know why, man?
Because you're worried about Philly.
No, the last call was pretty good, man. But I'm talking about the calls that y'all was getting after the Kentucky game. This fan base, I don't know if they never played ball, they never coached ball. I mean, it was just to me, it was just, I don't know what to say about it. They were so missing. It was just frustrating. At one point, man, y'all had a caller that said that he ain't seen no passion since a Denny Crump team. So before I start to just drill all of y'all callers, I'm gonna take about a week off because I'm just getting frustrated just at the fan base.
Right. No. Listen, you didn't hear I addressed that.
Did you address it, man? I'm starting to lose my mind, man.
So when he said that, you just turned off the radio right away.
I shut it down right there. He said, "I ain't seen a heart since the Denny Crump team." I said, "No heart, no. Whoever won a championship, what you mean no heart?" Oh God, man, my head started hurting. So I'm gonna take about. Besides that last caller y'all had was pretty good. I'm gonna take about a week off, man. I can't take it.
Philly, I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Go Bears.
You had to throw that one in there.
Everybody to lose.
Oh yeah, just
no. Philly's The Eagles they're about to go on a run.
That's frightened Steve talking.
I don't know.
Okay. Point also being with the call, that was so funny, man. The call that said I haven't seen Hart since the Denny Crumb. I told you that was just, listen, people get angry. That was just angry post game vitriol. Sometimes you get that.
Yeah.
Steve, this one's all you. UK Vince, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's going on, my man?
Hey, first off, Happy New Year, guys.
Same to you.
You too.
Happy New Year. Just want to throw a little, my thoughts about the game. I think, honestly, to tell you the truth, if you look at this series since Calipari's got there, the common denominator has been just UK has better players. I think Louisville played they didn't hit shots. That is just uncommon for them. They did not hit shots. Tyler Hero played the best game that he's played all year. And I think Hagens got into Perry and Sutton's head. Hagens just played really good defense. But, I mean, Louisville stuck around that entire game. And like going back to a caller you just had, I'm glad I caught you guys, or we got you guys now. With the recruiting class that Chris Mack has coming in, the guys that are coming back, this is going to become a serious rivalry again. I mean, I'm glad we caught you guys now. But I don't think Louisville played that bad. I think they didn't hit shots that they normally hit. Hagen's defense has really changed this UK team. But everything's in front of Louisville, as far as the recruiting, everything, what Chris Mack is doing. Everything is in front of them. They're going to be fine. I'm glad we got the victory because, like I called before a while back, we have our issues as well. I still don't think we're playing to the level that we could be playing at. But I think Louisville's going to be fine. Chris Mack is a great coach. And, it's all in the future for Louisville. And thanks for taking my call.
Vince, I appreciate it.
I have never in my life been happier that my beats died.
Oh.
Like, this is usually the part where I say beats are crap and everything else, but maybe beats have totally redeemed themselves.
Oh, my goodness.
Look.
Vince, listen, listen, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Thank you.
Gary Vaynerchuk says things like, you need to get positive people around you. You surround yourself that are just going to gas you up, you and your dreams and fantasies. UK Vince just said everything that Steve wants to hear from a Louisville fan. And for some strange reason, Steve has absolutely no idea how to appreciate the passive-aggressive compliments that Vince brings to the table. Why don't you accept them from the compliments from Vince?
Because they're not genuine. And look, and here's the deal. Here's the deal with Vince. I honestly, Vince is probably a good dude. So when my with Vince, I'm not calling you. I'm not.
Your angst.
Yeah, is like, dude, you're probably a good dude,
But he's trying to sound calm, but he's probably dancing in the mirror like.
But when I'm doing the post game show, Moon Mullins, who was producing, sends me text of who's calling.
Right.
He sends me a text. He says, UK Vince on the line. This is a true story.
Right.
After the Kentucky Louisville game, I text back, not taking that one.
That's your job, Steve. It's your call, but
I'm not taking Kentucky call on the Louisville post-game show. Like, I'm just not, and like,
you never give people a chance to spike the ball.
Not even just Vince, for future reference, the post-game shows I am doing, if somebody calls that's a Kentucky fan, I will immediately hang up on you. And I don't care.
That's not in you,
It's
Steve.
Yes, I will.
No.
It's a Louisville post-game show.
You know what?
I don't want to hear your perspective on the Louisville basketball game as a fan of another program. Yes, please call in and tell me how you felt about the Louisville basketball game today. This is a Louisville fan thing, and I'm keeping the sanctity of the post-game shows that I do.
Right.
I can't speak for everybody else.
Right.
To Louisville fans. And I was like, no, I'm not. Look, I like Vince. I'm sure Vince is a good dude. We have some funny arguments. Whatever. I think usually his sports opinions. I honestly don't think I've ever agreed with one, because even like today, like the things you're saying, yeah, but you don't like that's not sincere. You know?
How do you know they're not sincere?
Dude, come on. So like, I'm like, no, you don't get in the post game shows.
Before today, I would have thought you were just being funny for the sake of radio funny. But after you've told me what you did to your father-in-law, I mean, like, out of all the things he's done, out of all the times he's avoided you when UK got busted, when they were supposed to go to the BCS, you know, not BCS, the college football playoff.
Yeah.
And, you know, and when they got busted and you were
Right.
kind of laughing and all that, like, avoided you for, you know, months or what, you know, like all that stuff. I thought he was the problem, right?
Yeah.
I found out today, because you're just now starting to share your part in the crime.
Yeah.
And if my friend, y'all are friends, he's your father-in-law, but y'all are friends.
Mm-hmm.
If my friend threw it up in my face that he has courtside tickets
Yeah.
to the team he roots for,
Yes.
and because he has courtside tickets and works with the team,
Yeah.
when that team loses, I'm not going to discuss it.
Yeah.
Because I do it as a profession.
Yeah.
We can't be friends anymore.
I'm okay with that. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Okay with that. Oh, what? So I lose? What? I mean, what? So,
yeah, you lose your father-in-law. Like, what difference does that make?
yeah, but I mean, so I lose the one terrible Kentucky conversation. Like the other ones, I don't have to have. Like Butch gets on here in a second, starts talking crap. We'll just hang up. I don't have to have that conversation with Butch. You know what I'm saying? Like on Twitter,
you allow Butch's conversation.
Yeah, like you know, dude on Twitter.
You can jump in, you can mute.
Yeah, I'm like whatever. I don't have to have that conversation. Like this is a conversation I have to have. So like
the father-in-law.
Well, so I mean, okay, so you're eliminating that conversation in my life. That's one less anxiety in the life. I don't know. That's probably would be terrible. Actually, now I think about it. Yeah, sorry, dude.
Butch, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. What's on your mind?
Hey, Happy New Year.
Yeah, same.
You too, man.
Same to you.
And hey, I don't know what my brother was doing, just calling after the U of L UK game. Like I said to y'all Monday, I wasn't calling you, Steve, man, because I heard it in your voice. You were not a normal fan.
You mean after the UK game?
Yeah, he was not the UK U of L game last weekend. I heard it in his voice. He was not a normal fan taking a loss.
No, yeah, he was insane.
That dude, hey, man, that dude was going to go postal if somebody called and talked smack. Because Lawrence was the first caller, and I listened to it, and I was like, Lawrence was pissed off too, but I was like, I'm not calling. I'm just going to listen to them. Because, look, all jokes aside, man, I mean, I know y'all hate UK, and that's fine, and I don't hate U of L. You can't make me hate U of L. Because I grew up liking them in the beginning, but they gonna
No. What?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
What just happened?
What just happened there?
What I'm saying is that every time I call, y'all try to get me to.
No,
Butch.
I'm not
serious.
No, Butch. You think we're gonna let you just skip over the most important part of this conversation? I grew up a Louisville fan, and then
Yeah. ...
Yeah, what happened?
And then
like,
you start talking about something else, like
because now I feel like we can win you back.
You want me to elaborate?
Yes.
Yes.
Elaborate. All right. So I dated this girl.
There it goes.
And
oh my God.
Wait a minute,
Brian Hall, you better hit record.
It's his wife.
Hit record
it's
right
his
now.
wife. It's got to be.
I'm listening.
It's got to be. It's your wife now.
I'm
right,
listening, Butch.
What?
I'm listening.
No, man. I have to. It's a long story. I have to come down there and bring some sidewinder fries and talk about it. But anyway, we even talked about the bowl game yesterday, and 10 wins. But U of L's gonna be all right, man. And I know that y'all hate UK, but
thanks, Butch.
Butch,
whatever.
my man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Butch.
See what I'm saying? Like he was literally like, y'all think I'm not sincere. And then he's like, I mean, we haven't talked about Kentucky and 10 wins. We can win Butch back. Butch isn't a lost cause. There's hope in him.
I am a licensed not really, but I might as well be. Like, I have enough hours in the field, Steve, that I'm pretty much a licensed sports and fan psychologist.
Yeah.
Anybody who just heard that call, Brian, please get on this microphone. And just so people know, if we are Mayfieldville YouTube channel, I don't have my headset on. So this is me talking straight to you. This is me talking to everybody who will listen. I'm reaching out to you. That call from Butch, when a man says, I grew up rooting for Louisville, and switches over to Kentucky, admits this on air, and tries to jump over that, right? And then says, and when somebody presses him to say, okay, I need to know what has made you stop watching Louisville or stop cheering for Louisville and start cheering for Kentucky. When a man says, I was dating this girl, right?
Yeah.
Who took your girl?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Who took? When you get that beef, who took her? Everybody knows, listen, psychologically, like, if you don't get over these things, we as adults, like, we know they stay with you forever. Go tell the girl that you're mad that, listen, I'm mad that you let that basketball player take you from me. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You can't move forward with your life until you address that. So anybody who heard this, who hears this show, if there's something that still hurts you enough to make you go from rooting for Louisville to rooting for Kentucky, and it has anything to do with a man or a woman, you have to, if you still have the option to let them know, if you have the ability in the social media world, psychologically, your life stopped right there.
Yeah.
Your development, not your life, your development, your psychological and mental development stopped.
Yeah.
At wherever that story was with, there was this girl.
Yeah.
Like, this is important. This is me reaching out. You have to face your moments, man. You have to face your moments. Either apologize, get it off your chest, and move forward. Because that's what that'll do to you.
I know.
That's what not facing that moment will do.
Yeah.
You find yourself not liking the team you root for, because underneath, when he sees Lamar Jackson, he says, God, I love my Cardinals.
I know.
And when he sees Donovan Mitchell, he says, God, I love my Cardinals. And at the end of every time he whispers under his breath, I love my Cardinals, he goes, but man, take my girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious, Butch? Change fandom over a girl?
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, like, what's going on with him, man?
That hurts.
I've seen some people like that, but man, I think we can get Butch back.
But it can happen.
I agree.
No, what I'm saying is it can happen.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It can happen to anybody. But
We've all
here's the
been
thing.
there.
You have to face that.
Nobody's ever took my girl.
No, I'm not that. I never get my girl taken.
I have. I had a nice one too.
Yeah, I probably did middle school.
But I was able to say that one stung.
Yeah, of course I don't know.
But
I didn't date many girls.
I've probably taken my share. Let's get out of here. Midday with Marcus Maven, 8150 19. Number on 93.9 The Ville.
OPC Pest Services offers the best in residential pest control. Their hassle-free 4 Seasons program is an exterior service performed every 3 months. The 4 Seasons Bronze covers common crawling insects like ants, spiders, roaches, crickets, mice, bees, and wasps. The 4 Seasons Silver includes quarterly pest control plus termite protection, and the 4 Seasons Gold includes quarterly pest control, termite protection, plus mosquito treatments. Call OPC Pest Services at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com to learn more.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
This is U of L Today with Mark Hebert.
If they're training to become doctors, they're probably going to a jungle or desert first. The University of Louisville Medical School's Global Education Program after this.
Commonwealth Credit Union is now the preferred credit union partner of the University of Louisville, offering more financial services to the U of L community than ever before. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Visit WeSeeUofLDifferently.com for more information.
Every summer, more than 40 future doctors head overseas.
They will typically be gone for about 2 weeks.
Bethany Hodge heads the U of L School of Medicine's Global Education Program.
They're moving into communities and setting up pop-up primary care clinics. They are in Ecuador, a very rural part of the rainforest. There are 2 trips to Brazil where they actually live on a houseboat and travel down the Amazon to provide care. And then we go to a very rural place in Tanzania as well. There definitely is an adventure component that I use to hook in the students. And then while we're there, we're teaching them tropical medicine, we're teaching them social determinants of health, and we're cultivating their compassionate heart for people who have less than they do.
Hodge believes students who may see and help treat malaria, advanced cases of HIV, or parasites in third world countries make better, more compassionate doctors when they get home. Training the best and next generation of medical professionals. We are U of L.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
Cards fans, it's an exciting time to support your teams. With all that excitement, celebrate with beer made right here in Louisville. Great Flood Brewing has long supported U of L, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. Visit the Great Flood Tap Room on Bardstown Road to see all that we have to offer. As always, visit us at greatfloodbrewing.com and follow our story at Great Flood Beer on social media. Thanks to 93.9 for being the best dang station in the city, but you knew that already. Go Cards.
I said Great Flood like 5 times. Think I got it?
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
This is Matt Worley from the local Geico office in Louisville. Basketball season is just heating up and so are our rates. So why don't you give me a call to the local Geico office and see how you could score a layup on insurance. Call 502-313-6644 to see how much my team could save you on your auto, homeowners, cycle, or boat insurance. University of Louisville alumni could save even more on their auto insurance with a special discount. So visit your local Geico at 2039 South Hurstbourne Parkway today to see what you could save.
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville. Not focus with an F, but with a PH.
Focus is our go-to drink when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office. Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks. The caffeine in Focus comes from green tea leaves.
So pick up a Focus around Louisville at places like Kroger, Fresh Time, Lucky's, Rainbow Blossom, Piney Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, or on Amazon. Focus, PHOCUS. Try it today.
It's that time of year when the weather gets cold and it gets dark so early that it just makes it hard to get outside and work out. Well, the folks at Fitness Market have got you covered this winter with a huge selection of treadmills, ellipticals, spin bikes, rowing machines, home gyms, and more to keep your fitness routine going. Fitness Market also has deals that will warm your heart this holiday season. You've heard us talking about the special financing of up to 60 months, no interest on the selection of Precor treadmills and ellipticals, but you may not know that Fitness Market is also the exclusive retailer for Matrix Fitness. Matrix treadmills and ellipticals offer full interactive touchscreen consoles with virtual reality that have all of your favorite apps like Facebook, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and more. Imagine all your apps right there on your treadmill. Mention this ad and get free delivery and assembly on purchase of any Matrix Fitness item. Yes, free delivery on Matrix equipment. Visit one of their 2 locations, Westport Road just inside the Snyder, or the Superstore in the corner of Plantside Drive and Waterson Trail, or online at thefitnessmarket.com.
Chances are you've recently talked about it, or thought about it, or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Cards fans, it's an exciting time to support your teams. With all that excitement, celebrate with beer made right here in Louisville. Great Flood Brewing has long supported U of L, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. Visit the Great Flood Tap Room on Bardstown Road to see all that we have to offer. As always, visit us at greatfloodbrewing.com and follow our story at Great Flood Beer on social media. Thanks to 93.9 for being the best dang station in the city, but you knew that already. Go Cards.
I said Great Flood like 5 times. You think I got it?
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Pat was playing your copyright music, wasn't he? Oh, man.
Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Let me get to some of these text messages we got over here. I see everybody. First text says, need to see some blood in these next 2 games. Steve, you agree or disagree?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I mean, and because I think that is what you're doing is you're just saying, man, we need to see. I don't think the effort wasn't there on Saturday. So I
say that again.
I don't think
8150 93.9 is the number. 3831 93.9 is a text line. Brian, I want you to respond to this one because, like I said, I want to tap in to outsider thought, and I want to listen to what you say and kind of just see how I want to see how it feels when you say it out loud.
I don't think that the effort wasn't there Saturday, so I'm not. I don't
50-50 balls.
There were some early, but I don't know. I think sometimes you got to say effort mixed in with they're trying to do the game plan. Like they're trying to play a game plan. They're trying to there's a lot involved in a game. You know.
Listen, what you're saying right now. I'll tell you exactly why you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
When a shot goes up and under Denny Crum, everybody goes to the basket on the offensive end. The 2 guard rebounds the middle. So I'm supposed to be at the free throw line, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my area. you ever grow up playing? Here's what I thought, and I meant to make this point on Monday. This team doesn't look like they played enough 21 and 36.
Yeah.
I need some young punk to tell me, do they still play that? Like, they don't even play like that game anymore, really. Like, I never see kids playing 21
Not
or
a lot.
36.
They better still play.
Did you grow up playing 36 or 21?
21.
21.
Yeah.
21. Okay, well, you get the point.
Yeah.
Like, they don't look like they play a lot of, because that's where you learn to get and ones, right? Yeah. Everybody's all crowded around. You get it. You take the contact. You get the bucket. You scream at somebody.
Yeah.
You go Glenn Robinson, baby.
Yeah.
That was my era, but yours is probably different. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you learn to get the and one, right?
And you learned, what you learned more than anything in 21 was how to watch the ball,
how to read,
and follow where you're gonna miss. Because like you shoot your free throw and you're like, I think it's off right.
Because when you played tips,
you
had to block the guy.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Like, they don't like. And this is not disparaging. You know what I'm saying? This is not a disparaging comment. It's just the development again. Like 21, the team. When you watch a team play, nobody on the Golden State Warriors looks like they really grew up playing 21 either. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So 21 doesn't really.
Nobody would play 20. I would not play if Steph Curry was like, let's play 21. Dude, get out of here. I'm not playing 21 with you.
He would be the worst guy because he would get the tip out.
You just got to push him.
He'd chase the ball down out the half court, launch it from there, and then he'd be on his way to the top of the key shooting.
And he
free
hits
throws.
3 free throws. You got to check it up, and then you just got to push him and hope he misses. No, I'm not playing this with you.
You get the point.
Yeah.
21 taught you, especially when you were smaller, how you could just sit under the basket, look up through the rim, and see where the ball's going. The reason I went down this long diatribe about 21 is because you said it. Effort. It wasn't the effort thing. 2 guard and Denny Crum, often the ball goes up. I'm supposed to rebound the free throw line area.
Yeah.
When I see that ball go up, I feel like I know better than him. I know where that ball's going.
Sure.
Sometimes, Marcus, just go get the ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes, Marcus, just go to the free throw line like you're supposed to and let whoever else take care of that side. You see where you're caught up?
Yeah.
I really think that ball's going over the rim. He's missing it long. I can see it.
I know.
But I'm supposed to go to the free throw line. So now, when the ball goes where I thought it was going to go, instead of by the free throw line, my area, now I'm just a little off balance. Instead of being instinctual about it, now the ball bounces right where I thought it was going to go, and now I'm a step slow. It looks like you're not hustling.
I know,
because you're flat foot.
I know, and the one thing
so much of that.
I know, and it makes me sick to say this, but the one thing I've rewatched a little bit of that game. The one thing I don't think I'm hearing enough of is Kentucky's just playing pretty good ball right now. Like
you got a shot. You got a bad shot out of them, right?
Yeah.
The ball's flying out towards Christian Cunningham. He thinks it's coming right to him. It's kind of a loose ball.
Right.
Reed Travis gets a quicker finger on it, taps it to one of their players. It ends up being like a 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But part of me says maybe Darius gets to that because he's a little more wilder and explosive.
Okay, but maybe this will kind of move us into something. I know we're going to get ready and go to break and stuff and all that, but like maybe, yes, there are a few little tweaks that need to be made probably to the team. But is what I'm saying is I just don't know that we should all be falling into the trap that there's I know
there's a big problem because you lost to UK and how you lost looked like it was bad and we're angry.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because they're good right now. They're playing good ball right now. I don't know that they're going to be a best team in America. I don't know that they're going to be all that, but they're playing pretty good ball.
But aren't you still holding your standards of we still saw like, for example, Stephen Enoch still did not drop his butt under the basket. He still took the extra 3 steps, right?
Right.
Christian Cunningham, although he looked good on offense, Tyler Harrow got to the middle of the paint.
He did.
Every time. Like, everybody got where they wanted to. Isn't that a panic? Like, no matter, I don't care what team you are. If you let any team has two guards that can penetrate. Yeah. And, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the part of me that says that's a problem.
Well, Jeff Greer said something with Drew Diener this morning that I wanted to get your opinion on.
Well, you want to go station ID or what you want?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Brian,
you want to go station ID? Do you
want to hit that real quick? Because I do have a question about something Jeff Greer said this morning.
I'm totally intrigued now.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
8150-939-3831-939. Feel free to jump in on this one. Go.
Jeff Greer brought up a point, and I'm going to paraphrase what he said. But he said when they played Michigan State, now, and this is a positive thing, so hear me out for a second. When he played Michigan State, he said you come off playing Tennessee, you came off playing Marquette, then you play Michigan State, you move into Seton Hall. Like he said, I feel like they were in a talent rhythm where you're playing against talented teams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while Lipscomb, we say, look, they're a tournament team, all that, that's going to be a good resume win. After the Indiana game, and like I said, he didn't use this verbiage, but I'm saying,
I know where you're going.
He said maybe they were kind of lulled asleep, and he said it's hard to turn that back on to, okay, well, we played, you played Lipscomb, Kent State, Robert Morris, Kentucky. Like, it's like, dude, turn it on now. I get what he's saying. That won't be an issue in the ACC because starting now, you play, look, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday.
Yeah. Listen, I knew that to be fact. I may have not said it openly.
Yeah.
That is an awesome analysis out of Jeff.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got that from. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. But you get my point.
Yeah.
He's absolutely correct. And here's the thing. Because I'm a Louisville guy, it sounds excusey coming from me.
Right.
He's not. Sometimes I hesitate to say things like that.
Yeah.
For fear of how excusey they sound.
Sure.
Right? But no, you're absolutely right with something like that. But we always go like we always go coach at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Guy in charge at the end of the day. The week you get off, your intensity level has to be forced, right?
Mm-hmm.
During that week to make you panic and fear the athleticism, to recognize athletically, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still going to be a coaching thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I hate. Because I know, we always go back to this one. I know these guys see it.
Yeah.
They see I didn't bring it. But we as the outsider have to say, come on, coach. During that week, you got to make things intense.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens? You end up with guys wearing concussion helmets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Either concussion helmets or hope the guys that bring the intensity for the game.
Yeah.
After that game, you want the concussion helmet.
I know. But, could it be that, Saturday is just a bad mix of Louisville played 3 games. Look, they were off. Louisville had 7 days or 6 days in between, like 3 straight games. Then, and again, I'm giving, and I don't do this often, I'm saying Kentucky is playing good ball right now. So
Christmas break.
So, and Christmas break. So, is there really... I don't know. This is what I think we'll find out when going back to what we were talking about the next couple games and then going into Carolina. Maybe there's not, like, if they come out and they look really good against Miami, I don't know. I think you go, all right, let's move on. I don't know that there's this huge problem with this
You'll
team.
be right. You go bust Miami, right?
Yeah.
And you're 100% back on. We got 4 losses.
Yeah. You went 9-4 in probably the hardest out of conference schedule
up all day.
You've had since Denny.
You just signed up all day.
Yeah, this really probably was the hardest out of conference schedule we've had since you guys played.
You would have signed up. You'd have traded you would have took Tennessee, Michigan, Tennessee, Michigan,
in
Kentucky.
a perfect world.
Yeah. You'd have took those losses.
Oh, okay, losses. Oh, I thought you meant wins. I was like, well, yeah.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen, in your perfect world, you'd have came into the season like, geez, man. I mean, Mac, he has a new squad, man.
You take one of those three.
You got to win. You got to go 9-4.
Yeah.
You got to go 9-4.
Like you looked at those 3 games and said you got to get one of those 3.
In the first.
And you did.
In the first 13 games.
Yeah, you did.
Go 9-4.
And you took a Michigan State team, like I said, it's still top 8 right now. They haven't lost since. I mean, that's a good win. Seton Hall is looking like a better and better win. I mean, like there's
of course Marquette goes and gets busted.
Yeah. but the NCAA's shown good wins are much better or more important than bad losses.
Yeah,
but not that Marquette's a bad loss.
Well, when we're saying wins and losses, I didn't want to go into wins and losses because I wanted to stay in the detail of the team.
Yeah.
Like I was really trying to kind of get your panic level or your Mac. Like I started the show talking about what Mac has to do. What does he has to stress? What makes you comfortable?
So is it okay to say when you say what's your panic level and I say I don't know?
It's all Miami based.
Yeah, I don't. Well, not just Miami based, like it because you're in the ACC now. Like this is ACC play.
Here's the thing, my panic level is low, but my distress level is high. Right, my anxiety level is high, and it's so like I hate doing this, but it's so coach based because you know how I get like this, Steve. Urgency is a key word.
Yeah.
Coach Mack comes on and he tells the media asks him, what do you need to do to help this team get better?
Yeah.
He says, Jordan Nwora is too nonchalant with the ball. These guys are too casual. That's what it is. Casual with the ball.
That's right.
And toughness, right? 13 games in, you're telling me that toughness is a stress point. Casual with the ball is a stress point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, casual and toughness can be hidden in rivalry games.
Sure.
And young.
Yeah, I was gonna say
anxiety.
explain that because I get what you're saying.
Okay. Like I said, Dwayne Sutton, first foul. I
know.
Second foul.
Yeah.
Jordan Nwora, good shots, man. Don't force anything.
Yeah.
Don't force anything. Don't force anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a good shot?
Dwayne, we cannot have you in foul trouble.
1, 2, 3, break.
Yeah.
Right? I can't play defense under that, thing.
Yeah.
But look, it's one of those be quick but don't hurry, Coach Crummers.
Yeah.
Marcus, be quick but don't rush.
Yeah. And the other team's like, what did that mean? I have no idea.
Right? But an adult brain knows what that means.
Sure. Yeah.
But in the Kentucky game,
mm-hmm.
Eric Johnson in the most epic Kentucky game performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
He came in there and he was just taking bad shots.
Mm-hmm.
But he just wanted it more than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a turnaround fadeaway baseline shot. Eric, if you miss that shot, like you'll need a Mayan calendar to predict the day that you're going to get back on the court if you miss a fadeaway baseline shot in the Denny Crum offense that is in no way drawn up, right?
Yeah.
You know how tough you have to be to take that shot? Like how I don't care what he says, I am going to win this. You know what I'm saying? So when back to the original point, Coach Max says toughness, you know what I'm saying? And don't be casual. Yeah. And I'm saying rivalry games have a way of disguising or hiding or masquerading as soft or not aggressive. But if you see that again, then it's not rivalry related.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You are not getting it through to them, either through substitution or they just don't have it, because by 13, 15 games, right, you expect to see a very, very nasty, a much nastier team. So you're getting to that point where there's going to be a little bit of a judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like perception wise, right? Commentator says, like, if this team doesn't know if our opponents don't know they're in for a fight early in the game, back to your point, Miami is gonna fight. If they know they're in a fight and not about to get beat up.
Yeah, well, and I watched. We'll get into this over the next couple of days. I mean,
does that make sense? I know I went deep into it.
No, it makes a lot of sense. And as what I'm saying is I won't go there today because we'll use the next couple of days for this. But I watched Miami Campbell last night, and like the way they play is I do like that this game is right after.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah.
And what I mean by that is they're going to test you. I don't mean like great matchup. Yeah.
Ed, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, my man.
Hey, do you think that with the press, full court press, it looked like Jordan Nwora had pretty good length, and should we be doing that earlier in the game? I haven't seen too much of it. I don't remember.
You mean like the 1-3-1, or you mean the end of the game press?
No. Full court press after a basket or whatever we get a chance to. Because I don't think they've really put a press on them a whole lot this year, have they? In the first half?
Yeah.
I'll hang up and see if you think we should press them more is my question.
Ed, I appreciate the call. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not. Foul trouble one. Teams are too athletic to really press. Now, if my team has a bunch of 6'7" to 6'10" guys that are like, if I have guys that are like Ray Spalding and honest, you know what I'm saying, I can press.
Yeah.
Darius Ray, long 6'6" athletic deflection guys can press like that.
Yeah.
This team is not, like Jordan didn't have the crazy change of direction back there.
You can with a certain lineup. No, I don't know if he will.
You can get a lineup that can press.
But VJ's got to be playing.
It has to be like a VJ, Darius, Dwayne.
I just don't know with the way we need to beat people this year if pressing is our best option.
See, even when you threw out the 1-3-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to have an active Jordan up top, right? Jordan's 6'8". We were watching it, and people who went back and watched the game, we're just getting totally nerdy now. Like I don't even care. Like let me be great. Watch Jordan Nwora when you go 1-3-1.
Yeah,
he stands there with his hands up,
which is good right off the bat.
Right.
That's at
right.
least,
But what I'm
good.
saying is like everybody could still just see because he wasn't like active. He wasn't, he wasn't harassing that guy. And the point is to drive him and harass him, not let him survey the court. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like you would have Ray. Think about it. You would have a Ray Spalding up there because he's active with deflections. Like those other defenses are only going to work if you have somebody in a harassment mode. Like active hands. Like and I just don't know how hard the job is for Mac to implement that.
Well, and you got to go back to Mac, and I don't know how much he loves that. I don't know. That's kind of what we're. You said something to me the other day, yesterday, that I've kind of been saying, but the way you broke it down was a little bit better. Is I've been kind of saying that we're now going to start to learn a little more about Chris Mack and how he coaches. And you said, I'm trying to remember how you put it. You said, that now. We're going to, you kind of brought it from the angle of we're going to learn kind of even the things like we don't like like, like the deficiencies that we're like, that's not what we want to do. Like, and there's certain things that, so it's such a learning process.
Yeah, we're learning his focus.
Like I'll be honest with you. I don't like the 1-3-1. I don't really like when we run it. I don't think it's worked great when we've run it.
It's only going to work if you're active.
Yeah, I know.
It's only going to work if you're active. And some of the stuff takes time.
And everything this year is going to have a caveat.
Yeah.
Everything this year is going to go, but because next year, because I know this is going to change by the week.
Right.
Right now, I'm like, you ain't losing nobody to the pros. So you bring it
after the Miami game. It's okay.
Go
without Jordan and without BJ.
Go beat Carolina. And Carolina, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Well, we're gonna lose this whole team in the first round, and then we're gonna bring it. We only got 4 guys next year.
Right.
So, like the thing is, though, is
we have 9 signees.
Yeah, I know. So, okay, but even if Jordan's gone or something, you're still gonna have enough there next year where maybe he looks at that roster and says, okay, yeah, I can press a little bit. I can do this. I can do this. So. It's just so tough right now.
Because we're learning.
I feel like it's going to take 2 or 3 seasons for us to really say, okay, that's what he does.
What was the Rick Pitino pet peeve that everyone in the stands, after watching Rick for a while, what was the pet peeve that maybe a commentator or maybe an outside, maybe another fan base will say, why did Rick take him out? And all of us Louisville fans can say, yeah, he didn't do. Like, what was that one thing that only you could explain as a Louisville fan?
Oh gosh,
you know, like to me, and listen,
yeah.
every person has watched a Denny Crum team in their life.
Yeah,
you knew if a guy shot a 13-footer, 12-footer, 15-footer at the angle and didn't use the backboard, like to a normal human being, you'd see a guy pull up a shot and listen, it'd be a perfect angle shot, and they would miss it, right? And they would be hot, right?
Yeah.
But they would miss that shot, and then you would hear, and listen, I could see it. There was the super fan, older man, right? And his wife who enjoys going to the games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, guy always has to be like super smart guy in the stands, right? And you know what he did? He turned to it because you know the wife says, and this is me generalizing. The wife says, Why are they taking him out? He's playing good. And then the guy says, well, honey, he didn't use the backboard.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And she says, that's it.
Yeah.
Honey, the percentages go up when you use the backboard. You got to use the backboard right there. Go sit down, son. Right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And what was your Rick Pitino like where you could just lean to charity and say, yeah, he didn't.
I passed up an open look.
That'll get you snatched.
Yeah. Against Rick, it was like, no, yeah, he had shot. Like,
is that the one?
Yeah, I mean, and now on defense, you can do. I mean, there's 1,000.
There's a 1,000 cardinal sins on defense.
Yeah, but the one I always
just that real open look,
like when dude gets it and hesitates and so he's like, yeah,
he's done.
Because Rick would set people all the time and say, if you're not gonna shoot the ball, I don't need you in the game. I mean, ask Luke about that. You know, dude, if you're not gonna shoot the ball, yeah, but I'm in a slump. Yeah, I don't care. If you're not gonna shoot the ball, sit down.
Get out.
Because I think Rick's philosophy was always like, shoot. If you miss, you still are giving us a shot to but you just dribbling around, and that's a little bit with this team.
And he was such a workout warrior in individuals. Like, dude, I got all these machines. I have rebounding machines. I have shoot machines. I have 10,000 staff working, to help you shoot all the time.
Yeah.
We prepare for this shot. You have to shoot that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Crum, like, dude, if you shoot the angle shot and you can't make that angle bank shot, you can't be on my floor.
Right. So Chris Max, I think we're learning.
That was. I'm glad we were able to put a good bow tie on that, so people can understand. We're going to learn what his pet peeves are.
Yeah, and I think you're really going to learn it now because I think
now we're playing all athletic teams too.
Yeah, and now you're in conference play, and now it's like, okay, because it really is a kind of, like Brian made the joke at the beginning of the show, and I mean, I agree where he was kind of like, now this is my season, but it really kind of is 2 seasons. You play out of conference, and the way ours worked out was out of conference, 8 days.
We're supposed to be 10-3.
I know. 8 days, and then you go conference. New year, it's conference schedule. You're now playing a conference schedule. You need to go 500. Can you do it?
Boy, you can get exposed.
Oh, yeah. Quick.
You can get exposed.
Because one loss can turn into 2 real quick.
We just got it roasting. People, 38-31-939 is the text line. I'm going right back to that when we get back. Quick commercial break, midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number on 93.9 The Ville.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
If you hear basketball's bouncing, that must mean the weather is getting colder, which also means you're getting ready to find out if your heating system is ready for the season ahead or headed to the bench. This month, you can get 36 months special financing on qualified Train comfort systems or $1,000 back from the DFH Company. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard not to call DFH Company today, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Subject to credit approval, visit dfhcompany.com for complete details.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not, I repeat, do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
You know, the perfect bank should be mobile, not just online. It should have amazing programs for all your financial needs. It should be involved in the community, and you should be one of the owners. Actually, that's not a job for a bank. You need something a little different. Luckily, we're not a bank. We're so much more. And now we're the preferred credit union partner of the University of Louisville. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Visit WeSeeUofLDifferently.com for more information.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
Chances are you've recently talked about it, or thought about it, or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy, do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
Check out Louisville Sports Live, the city's longest-running all-U of L sports talk show, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, right here on 93.9 The Ville. Check us out daily at LouisvilleSportsLive.net. Follow us on Twitter at LVilleSports without an O Live. All the best local and national guests every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, right here on 93.9 The Ville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. People, sometimes when you have a couple days off, there are some benefits. But sometimes when you get right back to work, it's even better, Steve.
Well, you got to get back in the flow. And I know it's New Year, New Me, but it's still Which Wednesday here at ESPN Louisville. Thanks to Jason and his team for bringing about Which to the ESPN Louisville studios. 2 great locations at Old Brownsboro Crossing or at 221 South Hurstbourne Parkway. Try the ESPN special. It's a large Which for just $6.80. Promo code's good 7 days a week. Pick up something for the family, cater for the office, or it's time to start thinking about those Super Bowl parties. Order online today at whichwitch.com or download the app.
So we got absolutely super nerdy. Okay, here's the problem, Steve. You and I are going to have to agree or disagree at this moment. 8159 is the number. We are live on We Are Made for the Ville on the YouTube channel. Steve, you were talking about wins and losses. I can't talk about wins and losses in a long-term format. You drag me into talking about tournament resumes. I cannot do that in a long-term format. I have to leave it at what you need to see from a week development Kentucky to Miami thing. What do you need to see happening in practice right now?
This is going to kind of make what and it's okay to disagree with me, but this is going to kind of make my point from earlier with myself on why I say I don't think that there's huge issues. There's not a lot that I think needs to be necessarily different other than just kind of sharpening the craft that we already have. I do think there needs to be some changes in the lineups, little things like that.
Is that okay? Is that a huge thing? 1 through 10.
Yeah.
Change in lineup.
No, I think it's the biggest thing to me because I think schematically and the way you play, I think it's fine.
The lineup is the biggest change you need to see.
I think so for me. And like I said, it's okay.
I don't know if I disagree, but
yeah.
but like I want you to realize that that's a big, it's a big ask.
Right. But I also don't think. I don't know. Maybe I'm coming from a place where watching that game on Saturday after kind of breathing and going, I don't think there's a lot wrong with us. I mean, I don't think that this team that beat Michigan State and Seton Hall on the road now sucks. Like, I just think that game, they were outplayed.
So why do you have to change the lineup? Why is lineup a panic if you don't think that this was indicative of what this team is?
Well, because I think that with certain lineups on the floor, as far as adding the length of a VJ King, I think you can do more. I think you're a little more versatile. And I think what I watched on Saturday showed me this team, if anything, defensively is going to be more important than offense. And I say that knowing that they didn't shoot the ball well at all. But I know that Louisville didn't look great offensively on this team. Now, I do think big man. I mean, I can go with that. I think you have to establish something. But I think the way that Kentucky was able to just get to the basket.
Why did you do that?
What?
When you said big man, you know where my brain went. Steven.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that the most concerning thing to me was the way Kentucky got you in one-on-one scenarios and was able to take you to the basket and was able to, the way when I would watch Ryan and would watch Quan and some of those guys and how they were able to just kind of raise up over top of them and shoot when they wanted to, that was a bigger issue to me than the lack of three-point shooting, because I think they're going to be games. You're going to lose another game probably where you go, man, we just couldn't hit nothing.
You won't play another game with this level of pressure.
No, but
until your second round tournament.
Yeah, but you're still going to lose games where you're going to go and we're going to all be mad and we're going to throw stuff and I'm going to be mad and I'm going to be like, oh, these guys can't play for this reason. And it's going to be like, man, we just didn't hit any shots. Like, there are days where you just don't hit shots. The Golden State Warriors have games where it's like, man, they didn't shoot worth a crap. And they lost.
But it's hard for me to do that, though, with Stephen Enoch and Malik as your inside options.
But that's kind of the other thing I will say is, and I said this on Monday, you need to, right now, they aren't. They're really not offensive options. I mean, I just don't feel like in a big game that we're able to dump it down to them and score. That has to be an option at some point. But right now, it's simply just not in big games.
Is that because of our guard play or our inability to make crisp passes or get it to the post?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, because we can get it to the post. Just when you get it to the post, it just dies.
Are we getting it to the post?
I think so.
I don't.
Okay, but who's that on? Because that can be a two-way street. Is that on the guard, or is that on? Are you not getting in position where I can get you the basketball? Because I watched Reed Travis the other day. The ball was on the left side of the court. Shot clock's running down. The ball's in the corner. They make a pass to the wing. The way he positioned himself around Malik Williams, he's gonna score. They make one more pass to the other wing. Dump it down, 2 seconds on the shot clock. He's in such position. He started getting in position when the ball's on the other corner, and he scores. So is that, are we not getting it in?
Do we have an inside game?
Offensively? No, not really. Not a super effective one. I mean, because look, me and Clay, my buddy Clay, we argue all the time on the basketball court, but there's sometimes I'll yell at him like, dude, y'all got to give me the ball. And sometimes they'll look at me and we'll come out of a timeout. And he's like, dude, you got to want the ball. If you don't want the ball, come on, man. And that's on me. So with Steve and Malik right now, are they in position? Or how many times as a guard am I going to dump it down, watch you dribble, and then miss a bunny, miss a hook, and still just keep going back to that? At some point, I've got to score. And right now, I don't feel like that they're a serious option. Now, and
I'm listening.
I love Malik and Steve on this team. So this isn't really necessarily like, they're the issue right now or anything. But I do think it is an issue going into and look, and it's just January. And I know that's crazy to say, but I think by February, you're going to start to see them playing a little bit better, but that's where I want to watch over the next few games. Is that something that changes?
So moving forward.
Do you feel like Malik or Steve's going to go up to UNC and play well right now?
You don't force feed it more?
We've tried that. We come out of half against Marquette and threw it and dumped it down 5 of the first 7 possessions and got no points out of it. That's not okay.
I don't know. Boombox Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, my man.
Man, I really don't want to derail the basketball conversation too much, man. After the new year, man, I wanted to reflect on a couple things and give some shout-outs if that's okay, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yesterday, man, no doubt about it, watching these games, and, everybody watches the New Year's 6 games. It's just there. It's the only thing on TV other than maybe Game of Thrones repeats or whatever. But it was kind of disappointing to Louisville not to be a part of that this year, man. So I'm hoping that Coach Satterfield can get us back on track, and get back into this bowl season, because our season ended way too quickly, other than the fact we were tanking, in a positive sense, it ended too early, that's for sure. But another thing I understand now, after Scott Van Pelt's piece last night about Trent, the cancer patient that passed away,
right.
With that culture there, I can totally understand why Brom didn't leave. I mean, you can see those players. It was just something that I'm hoping that Coach Satterfield can instill in our kids, and we have that want to be bigger than just playing on the field. So either way, I'm just hoping for a positive season. We're going to go out there. We're going to go get Miami this weekend. And Steve, unfortunately, I'm going to be pulling for your Cowboys, brother. Good luck in the playoffs, man. I'll talk to y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
So yeah, I mean,
I know what kind of struggle I'm having right now.
Yeah, but I just don't know that.
Here's what I was trying to question you about in a manner of speaking.
Okay.
You're willing to force feed VJ playing time. I'm applying that thought to Stephen Enoch or Malik.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, I'm definitely not saying you set them.
Right. But here's
that's not an option.
But here's the thing: just like you force feed Ryan McMahon, you got to shoot that ball using your Rick standard.
Yeah.
You have to shoot that ball. If they pump fake it, you have to jump into them.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you're on the court. Steven, you have to stop under the basket, spread your arms, lower your body and get open, and don't be pushed away from that basket when we run this play for you. Now, it's not the shot that I'm worried about with Steven Enoch. 8150-939 is the number. 3831. Do we have an inside game? Does the fan or listener think Louisville has an inside game? But like me, I still say you stop under the basket and you get low and you spread open. And my guard, you have got to be able to make an entry pass. Because here's what I say to the guard. Here's what I say to the guard.
Yeah.
If he stops underneath that basket and spreads, and I don't care who's in front of you, if you can't get that ball to him, an entry pass, you can't play Division I big time basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I will go get a guy who can get the ball to the big man underneath the basket. Now it's up to Steven to get the ball inside the kill zone.
Yeah.
Not outside.
Right.
If you get it outside the kill zone, then that turnaround hook, if you miss it, you're coming out.
Uh-huh.
If you get it inside the kill zone and you miss it, we're going back to you until you learn to get that bucket. Because we see you have the game. You're going to get fouled, you're going to get the bucket. Because you're going to get the foul or the bucket if you get the ball inside the kill zone.
More times than not.
If they don't get it to you, they got to come out.
Sure. I agree with that.
Right?
100%.
But you see what I'm saying? Like,
but when have they been posted up in the kill zone? That's what I'm not seeing. That's my point.
But when they are, it's still we're not getting it into them.
That's because. But no, see that I struggle with.
We're chasing each other.
Yeah. Because see, the part I struggle with there is I say as a guard, I'm like, if I'm looking at my coach, I'm like, he posts up in the kill zone once every 12 plays. I mean, yes, I missed him.
He should be. Yeah.
You know,
I get what you're saying.
Like, I'm sorry, I missed him.
Are you defending the guards that are not getting the ball into the inside?
No, I am, because the problem is Steve and Malik can be good enough to win you a couple tournament
games. But they have to be consistently getting the ball.
Yeah, like there's not many teams in America. When you watch Steve Enoch grab the ball from the top, from the top of the white on the square and punch it in. And when I see Malik Williams make a play the way he does and step out and hit a three, make a move, take it into the basket, score. Like, I mean, when I see our bigs doing that, I'm like, there's no way that we can be handicapped this season because you guys won't back your man. When I see Steve get the ball 3 or 4 feet out of the paint and back his man into a kill zone, of course, by then the whole defense has now shifted. A lot of times you're not going to get a good shot. Then, as what I say though, is I'm like, you can do that before you get the ball, man. Like, what's the deal? Start sealing. Maybe Coach Mack needs to run plays where you set up somewhat of a flex screen and you just turn and seal, and you're already in that. Like, there's quick hitters that can be drawn up that put you in that spot already, and you just turn and seal. But for whatever reason, like, it's just not, I don't think it's happening.
When you say for whatever reason, that's when I always get scared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like there can't be a for whatever reason.
Yeah.
This has to happen. You know, like I have confidence he's comfortable backing in and looking around, but just like and I know, and anybody who coaches knows that in college you're not going to be able to get the ball, dribble 3 times.
No.
And turn and shoot a hook shot. Like, we all know that.
And not in this conference, especially.
Anybody who's near Twitter right now, please go to @Maven939 and look at the picture. Look at the picture that's posted. It's Steven Enoch's dunk.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how many people have seen it already, in a still photo. I called Steve and I said, do you remember when we saw Zion Williamson hit his head on the backboard?
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that was like this big deal, right?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Hey, look at this. Zion Williamson hit his head on the backboard. It's a big thing.
Definitely.
There's a picture of Steven Enoch, 6'11", Steven Enoch with his elbows on the rim. His head is definitely in the contact zone of the backboard.
Yeah.
He's catching the ball above the square.
Yeah.
Like Grant Hill.
It's impressive. It was one of the it was the best play we've made all year.
It's the most impressive sign of athleticism that you have on your team, right?
Yeah.
The reason you and I are arguing today is because if I have guards on my team that can't get an alley-oop to him, if you can't either get to the basket or have an alley-oop up there to Steven Enoch with that athleticism, y'all got to go.
Well, the oop issue is a guard problem.
Somebody got to go.
and that we're on the same page.
Somebody has got to go.
Yeah.
If you extrapolate his catch zone, his air catch zone right there, there is no more conversation about what we have talent-wise. Like, listen, I'm cutting guards. I'm taking scholarships. I'm going having sit-downs with coach. I'm talking to McGee's. I see that, and I'm like, if we changed jerseys, you know what I'm saying? Like, that Enoch is the guy that bullies us, that has bullied some of Rick's teams.
Yeah.
Because we can't do anything with that guy because he can jump so high.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They just got bigger athletes.
And maybe the thing I joked about earlier, talking about how being around the program as much, maybe walking past Steve has just made me more critical than what I would usually be.
Right.
Because I marvel at that dude every time I see him. I'm just like, when we walk back there and they're coming out, and a lot of times the timing we're coming through, they're coming out of the locker room about the same time, in the most comfortable way possible. I'm just like,
I know.
Dude, he's an amazing looking dude, man. Like, I mean, he's got,
and he's not clumsy.
No. Like, I mean, and Malik's looking good too. Like,
they walk smooth.
Yeah. Like, he just is just so impressive. God,
right. Like I said, like that play right there says if I can't get an alley-oop up to him 3 times a game, that means my guards are not getting to the basket. And that's why I'm saying, and that's why.
But I think it's 2 different conversations.
Right,
you would agree with that.
But that's why I went to the last the Monday conversation for those that weren't back at work and weren't listening. I said, you have to decide either Ryan, Kristen, or Darius at the 1 spot, right? One of y'all have to take the 1.
I agreed with that. Yeah.
We can't go 2-guard lineup anymore. We got to find which one of y'all can get the ball to these guys.
Yep.
If you can't get to the basket and get a kick out to Jordan Wara, Jordan Wara is he's a stud.
Oh, he is.
He is a stud.
No, he is.
If I don't have a point guard, think about this.
I thought he played like crap Saturday.
He did.
What do you have, 17?
Right.
And he did. I'm not saying like, oh, I thought, now it's the stats. And I was like, oh, he didn't. No, he did. He played awful.
He will tell you he played awful.
Yeah, no, he would. His dad would say, yeah, Jordan didn't play well.
But again, if I give my point guard a Steven Enoch and a Jordan Wara, if you can't win games and have an offensive juggernaut, y'all are the problem. Y'all got to fight each other for the minutes. I can't put y'all out there together anymore and just see which one of y'all are going to make a play.
Watch my man that comes in here Sunday. Likes. About 5'10". Watch this kid. Like, at this point, this kid's 5'10", I think. And I'm going, ooh. I mean, this kid's going to live in the lane.
Yeah.
And that just can't be. That can't be.
And in the lane making plays for everybody on your team.
Yeah.
Like I said,
we have to find one guy that can do that.
Yeah, that can get in the lane and either finish or get the alley-oop up or get out to Jordan. That's a point guard on this team. Like I said, and it's, listen, y'all figure it out. Listen, everybody has their flaws. Ryan, Darius, Kristen, everybody has their flaws.
Sure. Yeah.
Y'all have to figure this one out. But again, I'm not putting Darius and Quan against Ryan and Christian and seeing which two play better and which two can go out on my floor together. All y'all have to tear each other's throats out for that one spot.
Yep.
More than because I need a steel sharpened steel point guard
100%
more than I need the other.
I could
help
not
at the other spots.
Could not agree more with that.
Jeez. Steven? Steve, thanks for joining us on the Scoring Collision Hotline, my man. Fire away.
Thank you, Marcus. A couple observations just from a fan's standpoint, of course. One thing that I see a lot when we get the ball into, especially Enoch, we don't move or rotate enough.
That's a fact.
On the wings.
Yep.
And I think that's one thing. He finally threw one pass back out the other day, but, I think he kind of gets clogged up in there, and then he thinks he has to force up a shot. And Malik,
he does that because nobody can block it. That's the other problem. Like he's not forced. They're not forcing him really to pass. They try to scare him a little bit, but they don't even force him to pass. He gets the shot he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but but sometimes he'll get turned and get stuck like on his pivot foot, and he kind of goes up a little awkward sometimes. But to where if he had an option to pass the ball back out, or if we had somebody cutting, I think it'd be more plausible. And really, as far as our passers go, Sutton's the best one, I think, at getting the ball inside. He's a little bit more patient with it.
I agree 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe put him out front, or I think we have to have a little more pick off the ball too.
Right. No, yeah, more off the ball action. Yeah, you're right about that. That's a fact.
Yep. But listen, enjoy this show, guys. Always
Thanks,
listening to you guys, and hopefully we'll come back and get them Sunday.
No, listen, I appreciate the call. That's a fact.
Sutton's played that spot before.
Yeah,
that is one thing I say.
I would definitely like to see a pick off the ball when Steve has the ball,
because our bigs aren't passing out. Now I will say that they're not. I don't think we've thrown Okoye through one skip pass. I think it's the only skip pass I've seen thrown out of the post all year long. By the way, I do think may know, but we'll leave it there. Yeah, look, you ain't the only one got all the insider basketball news.
You think what?
Okoye has been protected up until now. I do think you're going to see a lot more of him in conference play. You're going to see a lot more of him in conference play.
Makes sense.
Just leave it at that.
Eric, thanks for joining us on 939. Fire away, my man.
Hey, guys. Well, the last caller kind of took basically what I was going to say. But, when I was assessing it, our defense needs to get better. I do think it is a little bit of an issue, especially against a super athletic team like Kentucky was. But offensively, like we just talked about, Enoch and Malik, they only set up down actually, like you all were talking about, in that zone every once in a while. When he does set up, he's usually setting up outside of the paint. And when he sets up outside of the paint, he tries to start backing down from there instead of already being established in position and then back up right at the goal. He backs up 3 steps, and he's just now getting to the point where he was supposed to be at when he caught the ball. And so I think that's the big reason that he's not having the type of impact, and he keeps on trying to dribble and back up instead of kicking the ball back out when the person will collapse down on him. And like the previous caller said, no one is moving. At the end of that Kentucky game, you had 4 guys standing around the top just passing the ball back and forth. For a lot of that game, you just had guys standing around passing the ball back and forth. And I know we didn't shoot threes well like we normally do, but if there's no motion on your offense, then the defender doesn't have to do much. They can just stand there and guard you. You have to move without the ball to be able to get the ball down to him, to have people cutting if he gets doubled. And I think it's both. It's on the guards and on the big men. The big men have to establish down actually in the paint, and the guards and the forwards need to actually start moving on offense to make it where the defense can't just sit there on you. But that's what I thought our biggest problem was in the Kentucky game, guys. But thanks for taking my call.
No, absolutely, Eric. I appreciate the call. I think we're a lot of people seeing the same thing. David, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind, my man?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know I wanted to agree with Steve as far as the big band goes. I think Enoch and Malik spend too much time on the perimeter instead of establishing themselves down low. And I watched Christian Cunningham. He's looking to go down low. He's looking, but they're not setting up. They're not working hard down there. If you go back and look at the Kentucky game, I guarantee you can count 3 or 4 times that Christian's looking for him, and there's nobody there.
Listen, David, I appreciate the call. I don't know.
I
don't know.
Well, no, let me say too.
Because I think they post up hard early, and I don't think our team is good at making entry passes.
I don't particularly think they're out on the out in the wings or outside too much. I think they're in the post. I just don't like where they're posting up. Is my problem.
Or they start at the right spot, but when the ball comes in, they take a step towards the ball.
Yeah. But still, then that's on you. Like that's on the big. Fact. Like that's on the big. I mean, so you have to hold that position.
Yeah. Dominique, thanks for joining us on 939 Fire Away, my man.
No, you're right.
How y'all guys doing today?
Good.
Great. For me, yes, we could talk about how Louisville didn't shoot well and these things, but can we also mention the turnovers and the offensive rebounding that we let Kentucky have? I mean, I think besides the big fellas needing to rebound, everybody needs to crash the boards. Everybody needs to make an effort to get the ball. I mean, Kentucky, I can probably count on my hands and toes how many 50-50 balls Kentucky won throughout the game. And like the other caller said, we need to move around. We need to rotate. I mean, I saw plenty of plays where everybody was standing on one side of the court and Christian Cunningham's dribbling, getting into the lane and getting blocked or getting whatever. But we can't have that. Like we can't do that. We can't beat teams like that, especially going into ACC play. If we can't, I mean, Enoch was getting posted up down there by Reed Travis, which is a great player, no doubt about that. But he's strong enough to where he can hold his own against Reed Travis. I mean, he backed him down in the post like it was nothing. But yeah, so thank you for taking my call, and I'll be listening.
No, listen.
I do want to throw in there. Kentucky's one of the best offensive rebound teams in the country.
I'll go further with this one. The rebounds we gave up weren't at the basket. The rebounds we gave up were 13 feet away from the basket. We're 9 feet, 10 feet away.
Now that Saturday, I agree with you.
It was the tip out.
I agree with you that the guards were the problem rebounding Saturday.
Yeah. And see, again, I don't even say problem because style of rebounding kind of like you got some bad. You got some bad.
Again, and Kentucky may be I don't know statistically if they are the best, but they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams.
Yeah.
Like that's what they
want
do.
The ball. Yeah, right.
That's what they do.
When the shot goes, and it's always a sacrifice. Like if you send 5 guys to the boards, you risk giving up a fast break. You know, a lot of teams don't just run out off of offensive rebounds and things like that. I was proud defensively of our inside. Malik gambled once on Travis. It ends up in a dunk. There was a transition that guys didn't call out their man, and the one where Kristen got dunked on the alley-oop, right? Mm-hmm. There was about 3, 4 maybe inside breakdowns on defense.
Yep.
The rest were penetration to the top or a long rebound, swing around, open three-pointer.
Yeah.
You won the inside fight.
Well, Dominic's right. Reed Travis we said it all week moving in, and even if we downplayed it a little bit, you could, if you listen to the show long enough, I think you could hear the worry in our voice.
Yeah, we respect
where it was like, he's gonna be a problem for us. Like, I mean, he gets low, he knows how to use his body. He's a grown man. What is he, 23 probably? I mean, I would imagine.
Yeah.
He's got a degree from Stanford.
Let's make him older.
He's 72, 46. He's got 5 kids, 2 wives. I don't know.
He didn't. No. He had a couple of good plays.
No, he did. But everything we're saying brings us back to the whole theme of this show. There's not a huge problem all of a sudden with this team. It's the same exact issues we've had.
Or we were worried that we'd have coming into this.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, against Michigan State, against Tennessee, what were we saying? The bigs aren't getting posted up right. Don't like what they're doing. Guards aren't. I'll play your game too. Guards aren't getting the ball to them when they are. You know, I mean, here's like the same issues. So just let's get it right.
I need some explosive play out of my guards. Jeez, I'm falling into this world. I am having fun though.
I am having fun too.
Are you gonna say congratulations to BBN before we leave?
Absolutely not. But I will root for UCLA if Pitino goes there.
Is he going to go over there?
Louisville? Well, yes, if they would call him. They're stupid if they don't.
Dick Vitale is going to make sure that happens.
They're stupid if they don't. I'll say that. Stupid. I don't like to call people stupid very often. But UCLA will be stupid if they don't call it.
Home and home, UCLA.
Must happen if he goes there. Like next year. I need that.
Neutral?
No. We'll go there first.
Make him come here first.
No, we'll go there first.
No. He doesn't get a shot at us in UCLA first year.
No, because I need to establish dominance right off the bat.
Good call.
Yeah.
As always, people, Bill Escorts and Son Collision Center, awesome partner. Globe Auto, big time deals are going to be coming to you soon at Globe Auto. So if you're in the market or you're going to be in the market, you keep that name in mind, Globe Auto. Windows Plus. It's new year, new windows. Get it done. Jill Blessing or Becky Blamo. Get it done. Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 the Bill.